You know, those of us that make videos on YouTube, gardening and stuff, we do it because we want to share our passion, and we don't know how much of an impact it's really having on people. We hope that people are getting a lot out of them and stuff, and you just never really know. However, there was a lady that I know. She has a couple boys, and believe it or not, they actually watch my channel regularly. And this year, for one of their birthdays, the younger boy actually said that he wanted to have a spot in his garden to grow vegetables this coming year. And so he wanted to just have his own personal spot that he can grow his own stuff. And he said for his birthday, he wanted seeds. Can you believe that? A young boy like that, I think he's like 11, he wants seeds for his birthday. That's just, I mean, you just never hear about that. They usually want video games or, some other toys and stuff. So that's great. So she was wondering, would there be some kind of a way that we could present it, how can she present it to him, not just throw a bunch of seeds at him? So she was wondering maybe there's some kind of a little pouch or something we can put him into. So I come up with this idea. I thought, you know what? I could make like a coin pouch, the perfect size of seed packets, and then put them in that, and with a cool kid design, a boy design, and then give it to him that way. She thought that was great. So this video is about actually making a little coin pouch that you can put seeds into, and then make it as like a gift. So yeah, this is what it's about. I'm going to give it a shot. All right. So in picking the fabric, I just have to pick something that's kind of for boys. Oh, there we go. And before you ask, yes, I do have tons of fabric. I've got like 5 tubs like this of all just fabric that I use. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. This would be good. Army stuff, or, ooh. Yeah, that would be good. This looks like just plain stuff. Black, green. Yeah, what's this? Oh. No, it's too busy. I think this right here would be nice, and maybe the Army. The problem with using something like this, though, if you don't get the fabric cut perfectly, your lettering might be upside down, or the flag would be upside down, you know what I mean? So this is kind of difficult, but this is okay because, it doesn't matter if, the pliers or whatever are facing this way or up. So if you're going to use a pattern like that, try to get something that doesn't have writing on it. That way it won't matter if it's upside down or not. So, because there is no up or down. So I think we're going to go ahead and use this first. And then, let's set that on the floor. And then I need some interfacing. And I do have this Fusible. And what this is it's got like a glue on it. So you iron it on. But I do have a bunch of scraps like this that is not fusible. So what I have to do is, actually right here, I'm not sure what that is. This right here, it's not. So what I have to do is take some spray adhesive, which is okay. You can just get it anywhere, like a fabric store, or you can actually get it at Home Depot. It's just a spray adhesive. And then you spray it on here, and then you put it on your fabric. And then I also iron it to get it nice and flat. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and use this regular stuff. And I only need one piece of this. So I need to actually make my template. So my template is going to be, I think it's 5 inches across and 8 inches high. But I'm going to go ahead and make that now. So we're going to need 2 pieces of that, of this, and then 1 piece of the interfacing. Okay, so the pattern is 5 inches. 5 inches there, yeah. And then straight across here like that. And then 5 across, and I'm going up 8 inches. So let's go right there, and right there. Actually, let's put our mark across here. The nice thing about this, it doesn't have to be perfect, because there's a lot of variables that come into play when you're sewing this anyways. Well,
far as me sewing, because I don't sew a perfectly straight line. Okay, and then to find the center of this, we just fold this in like this. Let's get this better here. Yeah, this end here. And we want to curve in like that. I'm going to try to, maybe I can get a can of vegetables or something to make that curve. That would be, oh, what's this? All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let me turn this around so you can see it. I know there's a shadow there, but look at that. Is that perfect or what? Just like that. Now the reason why I fold it is because when I cut this, it's going to be perfect on both sides. Or close to perfect. We're talking about me, remember? Okay, and there it is right there. That's my template. First thing I'm going to do, I need to iron this because it's wrinkled. And then, looks like I've done something before here. Okay, so then I'm just going to lay this down here, cut out my fabric. Now I could fold the fabric and cut it once, that way I cut both pieces, but this is such weird shape, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to cut two pieces out of it. Okay, so I cut two pieces. I actually cut four because I'm going to make two of these pouches. So I cut two of them the same size as the template, and then I cut a piece of interfacing a little bit shorter, less than 1/4 of an inch or so, all the way around, smaller than these pieces. So I'm going to, in the interest of time, I'm just going to explain to you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray adhesive, put this down here. I'm going to iron both of these. Actually, I'm going to iron them first. Then I'm going to spray adhesive this, put this down, and then iron it again. That'll kind of help set the, it'll just disperse the glue better. It just doesn't seem to pull up as easily. You probably don't have to. I'm just going to do it. Makes me feel better. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two with the right sides together, like that, and I am going to stitch right along this line right here. Get this nice and straight. And then I'm going to take my sewing machine and I'm going to go right along. I'm going to start about 1 inch in, go down all along this edge right here, and then come back in about 1 inch here. I'm going to leave it open here a couple inches, because what I need to do is once I sew all of this, I'm going to turn this inside out. I'm going to pull it back out through that hole. Then I'm going to trim off the corners. And then I'm going to notch all the way around here. So you can tell how inadequate my skills are. It's bunched up a little bit, but that's just because, it takes a lot of practice. So when I cut this in like this, I'm going to make sure I don't cut the string, the thread there. I'm going to cut a little bit more of this off here. Cut a lot of this extra. Don't need this extra. Okay, then we're going to turn this. Let's get rid of this extra string here. And then turn it inside out. Make sure the corners are out like that. And then I'm going to fold this in here and finish sewing it off, this opening. So I sewed this edge shut and then ironed it really well. Oops, I got some glue on the table. So the next thing to do is to fold this up. And I want to go right about where this curve starts to happen, right there. So just about like this. Let's take the better edge like that. And just about like that. And then that gives us this pouch here. Let's get rid of that extra string. Like that. And now what I'm going to do is to just sew right here. Start here, go all the way around and come down here like that. And the last thing to do is put the clasp on.